when it comes to dating itself, I think the dating market has changed a lot. And it's been sound dark, but like now it's pay to play. Because back in the day, it was more like, all right, if this guy has some money or some success or some ambition, he's an investment in the future. So if I go with him, I'll be taking care of it and the security. But nowadays, it's more like, all right, well, if I can find a guy that can do the car payment, trips, even pay rent, I got multiple guys that can do what I want. Why have one guy? So in your opinion, do you think it's pay to play? If so, why not?
Yeah, I think not for me personally, because I don't care, but like a lot of women, they want to make money. They want to get something in return for whatever I guess they feel like they're giving them. So,
but isn't sex an equal exchange between two people?
It is, but women seem to be the ones that are being chased more than men.
True.
Like men do the chasing and women.
I don't know. In Miami, these women be thirsty out here.
Thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty. What does that mean, thirsty?
Oh, come on.
Can you define it?
There's more beautiful women in Miami than anywhere I've ever seen, and I've traveled the world. And I can say that. They're the most amount of beautiful women here in Miami.
The men are pretty hot.
And the men are not that hot.
Oh, I've seen a few.
You guys gotta go to Australia.
I don't know.
Maybe Australia. I haven't been to Australia. You got me on that one. I don't know.
Wait, have you been to Australia?
Yeah.
With who?
Don't worry about it.
I like how you knew right away she ain't go by herself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Cool.
Okay, but sorry, you were saying. So how are the girls thirsty? Like, because I think women
There's a shortage. There's a shortage of men. Most of the hot guys are gay or bi.
Okay, so
That's so true.
And those are the ones that take care of themselves. Those are the ones that go to the gym. Those are the ones that dress good. And then you find out that dude wants, something in his butt. So
are you saying women date a small percentage of men?
say that again, what?
So are you saying, by proxy, women date a small percentage of men?
There's not enough men. Real men. Real men in Miami. That's just my opinion, and I've been out. I've been
Can
looking
you define what a
and
real man is?
I'm not talking for me. I'm talking
hold on,
from girls
hold on.
that tell me this
Can
too.
you define what a real man is specifically?
A real man, like a masculine man. I didn't say anything about money. Obviously, a man should be able to take care of himself and not depend on a woman.
Yeah.
I mean that's common sense to me, But these men out here, a lot of these hot guys, they want women to take care of them.
Yeah.
So the hot ones are like finding women to take care of them, or they're gay, or they got drug and drinking problems, but like extreme, not recreational users. Like they're like off the chain.
Damn.
And I mean, this is what I see, and I'm talking like not from my experience. I'm talking about like because I'm a promoter and I go out with a lot of girls.
You see it.
Yeah.
I see they talk to me about it. A lot of people talk to me. I listen. I'll never like gossip. I'll never like give names, or I'm very like I keep people's secrets. But I'm just like speaking for the women that have talked to me, and I see it. You know what I mean? I talk to a lot of people, and they talk to me. People confide in me.
So in your opinion, where should girls go to find good guys for them long term?
I don't know. I don't think there's any specific place. I don't think there's like a secret. I don't think it's like, oh, this is bad, this is good. Like how you said a club is bad. No. I just think like when you know. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you meet them. But like when you know the person's a good person, you'll know, you should know it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where. Like he'll be online. I don't know. I don't think there's a golden like spot out there, to me. But I definitely think there's a shortage though.
Okay.
We shortage of men, you said, right? Is what you're saying?
A shortage of real men, yes.
Okay. So do you think women should be chasing men or men should be chasing women?
I think it's unnatural for a woman to chase a man. I think it's not biologically normal. No, I don't think it's right. I think that women have been courted for centuries, even in the animal kingdom. It's always, even the peacock.
Yeah.
He like puts his feathers out and he's the
But do you think
beautiful
modern
one.
women deserve to be courted nowadays?
Do women deserve to be courted?
Modern women.
The women
Yes,
of today?
yes, women need to be courted, of course. This whole
All right,
movement,
hold on one sec. So let me get this straight. Before, women used to be courted because they had some semblance of respect for masculinity. They typically had a dad. They understood not being a whore. They understood listening to a man and obeying a man. Nowadays,
I don't know, obeying. Like maybe.
See, there you go. So
like obeying is like your parent. Like like listening to your man. Listening to your man is different than obeying.
See, here's the thing, and you just proved it right there.
Yeah.
What?
You have an issue with the term obey. But when we use the term courtship, a guy courting a woman, you guys have no problem with that classical term. But when I say, well, you need to obey to get that courtship, oh, that's a problem.
I just don't like when you say obey, that means
Okay.
like you're just listening without any opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just doing as you're
and
told.
that is why we courted you guys, because you guys didn't give us your annoying ass opinion. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like women, right?
I think it should go both
Let me be
ways.
very blunt about this, because I've kind of been holding my power level back. I think most women are stupid. I think you guys deserve to not have the full rights of a man. I don't think you guys should be voting. I think you guys should be
Wow.
second-class citizens. And I'll explain why. I can go through this systematically.
Wow.
Men and women are vastly different. Men are
Might as
superior
well
to
go
things
back
that
to
matter
that.
when it comes to running a civilization. Women just exist in a civilization. And women don't really build anything and they don't create anything. You guys kind of just enjoy the merits that men have created. Every civilization pretty much has been made by men. Men fight in the wars, men lead the revolutions, men create the freedom that you guys enjoy so you guys can do the things that you guys want. I mean, hell, feminism wouldn't exist if it wasn't for men, giving you guys the ability to be feminists. So when women say things like there's no real men anymore and courtship is dead or chivalry is dead, well, yeah, it's because women killed it, because women behave more like men. It used to be we treated you guys like ladies because you were ladies. You guys didn't work. You guys stayed at home. You guys were feminine and docile. So we had to be the nice guy. We had to court you and give you guys certain things, open the door for you, because that was a gentlemanly thing to do, because there was traditional gender roles.
No, I
but the
actually agree with
problem
that.
is that you guys want to be able to have your cake and eat it, right? And the thing is you guys want to be able to be treated like equals while simultaneously being able to be treated like a lady. And I'm here to say that's not a fair deal for us.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
would we treat you like a
please.
lady, give you all the privileges and rights of a man, but you get no responsibility of a man?
But we have different responsibilities. Like the woman's responsibility is to like support her man.
Yeah, but they don't do that
And-
anymore.
Well,
I mean,
they
just now I said obey.
should.
I said the term obey, and
is
immediately it pissed you off. Like,
no,
I said
it didn't
obey.
piss me off. It didn't piss me off. The term obey
Bruh.
is like you're doing something
Comply.
like like a parent to a child. That's obey. Like sit down, stand.
Yeah,
like
but that's
you're
me-
in timeout. That's
Okay.
obey.
Shut Yeah, I think, and that's exactly how I think men need to treat women. We need to treat you guys like kids, because you guys are basically. Let me explain what I mean by this.
I love.
Women, right, get to behave like adults when it suits them, but when it's time for accountability, they don't want to deal with the said accountability. You guys are able to say, oh, let's say you get in an altercation with your guy, right, and you punch him, and then he shoves you or something like that. Women could go out and play the victim role and be like, oh, well, you know, he hit me, which I'm not saying hitting a woman is ever okay. Never, it never is. But the point I'm trying to make is that you guys get the same rights and privileges as men, but then you can go ahead and absolve yourself of responsibility like a child when it suits you.
Makes sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
No,
How
it
do-
really
you don't-
doesn't.
you don't agree?
Does this make sense to anybody else? I don't know.
I feel like
am I the only
say
one that's
comply.
gonna talk
I get
that
what you're
says
trying
this
to say,
doesn't
but-
make
Okay.
sense?
Comply.
Okay, let me ask you this then. You said that you had a career where you were working in nightlife, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Okay,
yes.
you still do.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's say you decided to leave the nightlife and rely on your husband for financial aid. Would you be able to do that? Would you be able to leave
Okay,
and he would support
me
you?
personally, I like to provide for myself because I don't really want someone,
That's
another
fine.
human being
But
telling
I'm
me how
saying
to live
if
my
you
life.
left, if you left, could you do it and it wouldn't change anything? Your husband will still stick by your side.
I don't think I'd be the same person. Why would someone want to, if they met me working and doing something, and then now I have to change for them, that's
No,
not who I really
On a
am.
financial level.
Please listen to the
Okay,
question.
financial
No,
level.
Please
Okay.
listen to the question. I'm
okay.
simply asking you. Let's say you got tired of nightlife. You said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay,
I'm going to go look for another career field. But you need a few months to do that, so you'll be unemployed.
okay.
Would your husband leave you?
He shouldn't.
But would he? He
It
probably
depends.
wouldn't. I would argue probably
Probably
would.
not.
I don't know.
He probably won't.
Well, this day and age, maybe. These guys out there, I'm telling you, it's like, they probably be like, okay, bye. I don't know.
I'm assuming there's be a high likelihood he probably wouldn't leave you. But if it was to go the other way around, you would leave him though.
No, I
That's
don't
my
think
point.
so. If you see your man is working hard and he's doing the right thing. No, I mean, look.
How long?
Yeah. Well,
long?
keyword she said you see him working hard. But
Yeah.
let's say he said, I don't want to work anymore.
Okay, for example, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation. Maybe this happened to me and maybe it didn't, okay? But like if I was with my man, he supported me, brought me to a place where I'm financially doing well and he taught me so many things. And then he invested in, let's say real estate, and then the market crashed and he had to declare bankruptcy. Would I leave him? No.
Maybe not immediately, but at some point you will.
Well, what if I said that maybe happened to me? So and maybe I didn't. What I'm saying
Your
is,
first husband?
I'm not going to get into the details, but a real woman is not going to leave her man because he just has a small
You're
period
missing the
of
point.
where
You're missing
you
the point
know?
of my point that I'm trying to make. I'm saying if you decided to leave the workforce, it wouldn't hurt your ability to keep your guy or retain your guy that much. But if he left the workforce, it would absolutely hurt his ability to retain you. So in other words,
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I 100% agree with that. Like,
I don't.
like men and women have different burden of performance. Like no one gives a fuck about a woman's career. You guys care a lot about our career though. We don't give a fuck about y'all's social status,
Income.
but you guys care a
Wait,
lot
can
about
I
our
say
social status.
something?
We have a measurement of success. Men must become successful. We have to do something right to get women. You guys don't have to do anything. Just exist. That's what I'm trying to say here. So when I say that there's no burden of performance and there's no responsibility on women, but you guys have all this power and authority, that's what I'm trying to say. So you could be successful if you guys want, but you can also be a stay-at-home mom if you want. So you have the choice. We don't get that privilege.
It's called leverage. We do. You're right.
It's called living life on easy mode.
Leverage.
So,
can I say
that's-
something?
that's-
Well, it's
Like,
a job to stay
regarding-
home and look after kids
Like,
and do
good.
things.
Okay, yeah,
keep the house
you
in
just
order.
like said like about like chivalry and whatever and traditionalist. Like I completely agree with like what you were saying because have you ever like this is so like whatever, but you notice how like guys call their like girls like princess or that's like a nickname. When the fuck have you ever heard like someone call like their man a prince? You know what I mean? Like, oh, my prince. Like, that sounds fucking gay. Like, if you're talking to a child, like, no, like, the man is supposed to take care of the woman, and that's how it's always been. And I don't necessarily think that we shouldn't have rights. I think we should have rights, obviously, like, to vote, whatever. But, like, we have always been put in that place to be taken care of, and we should be taken care of, and that's just how it should be.
Well, I don't know about should. Because it used to be that women were worth taking care of, but most of you guys are hoes now. So I don't. I
Well,
think.
I think
twerking in clubs.
everyone is a
and
hoe
this
now.
comes back because she was saying like, oh, men aren't men anymore. Well, here's the thing: why are men gonna fight to be men to take care of women that we
Oh,
have?
hoes.
We have hoflation.
Facts.
Women are more promiscuous now than ever. They don't respect you. When you say the term obey, they look at you like you're crazy.
But that's all around,
But it's
too.
like, why the fuck am I gonna sit here and support you when you don't even listen to what I say? That's crazy to me. Like
But
I
who's
think
saying
women
that
need
it
doesn't
to.
depends.
No,
You could
but
be
that's what I'm
promiscuous
trying-
and
you
still
literally
be
didn't like when I
word.
use the term obey, and I'm like,
I said
that
listen
word
instead
is-
of obey. It's a
it
different.
needs to be obey. Like, I'm not gonna bust my ass to become successful to have bitches talk back to me. Like, I'm be honest with y'all. Like, guys that like bust their ass to get to a certain point, we don't want to listen to women talk back or your opinions or anything. Because quite frankly, most of you guys don't have anything smart to say. If I'm being real, like, very few women can actually have intellectual conversations where, damn, I learned something from talking to her.
Wow,
no
you've had
offense,
some
not
really,
all.
really bad dating experiences. I think.
Nah.
It's not all.
Yeah,
not
I feel
all.
so
So
bad
I
for
think
him.
so. Yeah,
Stuff
yeah.
like
I
this.
Hold
feel
on.
bad for you.
I'm sorry.
Financially,
for you.
women are not the most adept. Just keeping it
What?
real.
It's not all women, but what I am saying is that most women tend to not be interesting, and the most attractive girls tend to really not be interesting.
Yeah.
And why would you guys be? I have a video here to show you guys what I mean by this. Okay, let's pull this video up real fast.
Awesome.
So here's this girl, right? She makes this video, and this video perfectly personifies female entitlement in today's day and age. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
There we go.
So I live in the Bronx. As you can tell. So make me famous so that I can escape this, you know? Do it. So I live in the Bronx.
So if a dude did this shit, we would laugh at him and say, what the fuck, get the fuck out of here, right?
Facts.
But like this girl made this video saying, get me out of here, blah, blah, smiles at the camera. And the only reason she has the gall to do this is because she understands that women have an invisible privilege where they can kind of double dip. They can be, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a boss bitch on one hand, but at the other side, they could also play victim and say, I'm vulnerable and give me money and whatever. So they're able to kind of do both things at the same time.
Both sides,
And I'm
yeah.
here to say, look, if women want to behave like men, that's fine, but I'm not going to treat you like a lady anymore. And I don't think any guy should. I think if women want to go ahead and chase their career and be whores and, live life, fine. But I don't think you guys qualify for certain types of relationships. Like, you can't sit there and say, I want a traditional man when you're not a traditional woman.
Facts.
It's not fair for us.
It's not.
Like, it's crazy to me. Like, oh, I want a man who's going to take care of me and protect and provide for me. But it's like, well, you can't even protect your fucking vagina from being
Your
railed.
purity.
Well, that's why you communicate,
crazy.
and that's why you try to find the right person. Like, there's all people.
Communication
are
doesn't work because you guys lie.
Oh wow.
We asked your body count before, you lied about it.
Yeah.
This is a podcast. Like, obviously, like.
That's not
Like,
obvious.
I'm not.
What does that mean?
I'm not saying like my
You
entire
lied
life
to the guys
details.
that try to like talk to you. You tell you're a virgin to get more money out of them.
And I'm getting money.
That's why
That's the
communication with
point.
y'all is retarded.
I'm not gonna lie to my boyfriend.
Boyfriends.
Wait a minute.
Boyfriend.
No, you said
Actually,
S.
no. I have a couple right now.
Okay. See, here's the thing. Here's another ugly reality about women, right? Everything about you guys is deception. We don't know when you're on your period. We don't know if you guys are interested. You guys wear makeup, you wear heels, you wear waist trainers, you get deceptive surgery to change the way that you look. You wear weave, you wear filters, you wear all the types of shit, eyelash extensions, nails. Everything about the female mystique is kind of a lie. And you guys aren't honest a lot of times. When we talk to you guys conceal a lot of things. So what I'm here to say is that, like, women just lie, man. Y'all lie more than we do.
But it's always been that way, even in traditional times. So I don't.
Sorry.
But at least we knew that back then in the day, she had a father that probably held her to some kind of standard, and she wouldn't be a 304 when we got her. But nowadays, since most women don't have dads,
304s were like queens. Like we already like literally there's always like those, what is it called when you have like
concubines?
Exactly.
So you can
They were still hoes, though.
You know,
no one
like
respects hoes.
it's
All right, you're
always
saying? Go
been.
ahead.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
anyway, you can see if we did the eyelashes and the boobies and all the the surgeries.
Yeah.
But us, we can date for I don't know how long, and then you take your pants off and you can have like this little thing. So at least you can see us with the boobie and everything.
So you're shaming niggas' dicks now?
No, she's trying to say at least with us, it's external and you can see what you're getting
Exactly.
versus. Okay,
Yes.
well, here's where you're wrong, Grandma. With men, right? Men have to provide far more value than just sexuality. Your main agency is sexuality. Our main agency is many different things. Provisioning, protection, status. Like, men provide value in other ways. Like, think about it. Women are in relationships with guys all the time in sexless marriages. How is that happen? The guy's not getting what he wants, but the woman's still getting a bunch of the things that she wants. Why do you put men in the friend zone? Because you're able to get the friendship energy, the masculine energy without fucking. So men have to provide value in a relationship, and the value we provide is multifaceted. The value you guys provide is single-faceted. It's typically sexual. And if you're not giving sex, you're effectively useless.
Sex is just the most liquid asset that.
It's the only asset you guys have.
But like,
Right,
sex is so
if-
easy
if-
to get
if
anyway.
you guys-
Like,
if-
why does
if-
that even matter?
No, that's where you're wrong.
I
It's
guess
actually not
that's
that
it.
easy to get. That's a common
How is
fallacy
it
by
not?
women.
It's not easy to get sex. I
No,
mean,
it's not. Most
really
guys are
is.
virgins
It
nowadays.
really is.
She's laughing.
Do you know
Not by
how
choice.
literally, and like a guy will fuck anything, and a girl like can choose who she wants to fuck.
Think of it this way. She is a porn actress, right? And she does OnlyFans. And these are billion-dollar industries. Do you think these industries would be as profitable and lucrative if men were getting laid as easy as you thought it was?
Good point.
Exactly, they don't get laid
Hold on, I'm
as easy
asking
as
her.
us. Oh,
I mean, it maybe depends where you are and your exposure. Like a lot of these guys are just home and they're not really making an effort. You know what I mean? They're just home, like
Okay,
jerking
so we're
off.
getting
I don't
somewhere.
know.
They're not making an effort. Do you think a guy that's not making an effort, it would be easier for him to get laid?
Yes, of course. It's easy to get laid. It just costs a little bit of money, maybe, or just go out and like go on. Just is maybe with a, to
So
get.
just get on a dating app and get a girl? Is that easy?
I think so. Yeah, I think you just buy them dinner and this and that. Take her, and maybe you have to
Buy
spend a
'em
little
dinner.
bit of money. You might
Dinner.
have
All
spent
right,
some extra
ladies, how
money
many of you
depending on where
guys,
you
how many of
are.
you guys been on a date with a guy, a dinner date, and you didn't fuck him after?
I no. That's
Every
like,
single one of y'all?
The fuck? No.
Yeah?
No, I didn't. I would not fuck a guy after a dinner date.
No, I'm saying, how many of you been on a dinner date with a guy and you did not have sex with him?
Oh, yeah,
Probably
like,
every
yeah.
single one of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are like hot chicks. Like I'm talking about regular girls, maybe, or like the ones that are also thirsty that are not getting dick,
Well,
also. And
I'll
then
be honest
there's
with you, hot
there's
is
people.
no, but
Subjective.
yeah, hot no, but even average girls are cleaning up, getting dudes to go on dates with them for dinner and not.
There's
fucking.
working girls out there that will give up. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, there's.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I got a buddy of mine, right? Successful guy here in Miami. And he found out his girlfriend of 10 years was a sugar baby. Now, mind you, he didn't know because he's not on these websites. But he does know is every time he's in a new city, he goes on a website to find if his girl or girls in the area are doing sugar dating. Which tells me that the current marketplace is a paper play system. Now, obviously speaking, women lie. They won't say what they're doing. But imagine you're selling purity to a guy, and he's saying, you know what, I'll wife you up, but then you're a hoe. So this is why most men will argue and say, you know what, why wife you up? I guess fuck you, have fun, and never wife you.
Facts.
So what's the point?
Yeah.
And then from your point of view, the guys that you talk about are in the club. They got money, poly status, maybe a table. That's different than regular guys on the street. Way different.
You fucking girls?
You said what?
Is it easy
He's got
get
a girl.
right?
He's got a girl.
Oh,
got a
well,
woman.
before you had a girl.
Yeah.
You said before I had a girl?
Yeah, it was easy.
Hell yeah, it's easy to fuck a bitch.
See, there you go.
But hold on. He's a magician with clout and status. That's not the same thing as a regular guy.
Yeah, regular
Okay,
guys.
before
Okay,
you were a
but a guy will fuck
magician,
anything.
before you were, did you have game? Did you be able to talk to girls and get laid?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah, I had game.
Okay, he had game. He got it.
But is he the average guy though?
What's the average guy? Either you
wise.
gotta have money, you gotta have game, or you gotta have looks. You gotta have
We're
one
not
average
born
guy.
guys when you
we're
don't
not
have
born with
any
that
of
stuff.
those.
We have to create that
Bro,
ourselves.
her answer in itself proves the
Yeah,
point. She
yeah.
said, "What is an average guy?"
She don't understand.
She doesn't even look. I've always said privilege is invisible to those that have it. Like women don't understand how difficult it is for the male experience because you guys live life on easy mode. You said it yourself. You bragged. I never had to approach a guy. You said that at the top of the show. They just come to me. We don't get that privilege. Like we have to go up to the girl, get rejected thousands of times, and then eventually
the way
maybe
how
we
they
figure it out.
talk.
I'm sorry.
Of course, you're going to get rejected the way how you talk. As a woman, of course.
He means
I'm
in
like,
general.
mhm.
Do you talk like that when you meet girls? Like, I'm just curious. Like, does it
Obviously
work
not.
when you
Me
say
personally,
it?
yes.
When you
Me
say-
personally, yes.
do you tell them they have to obey
like
you?
that
when
radio
you
shit,
first
bro.
meet
Of
them?
course.
Yes, because
Is that working for you?
No, of course not.
Oh my
No,
God,
it doesn't-
Romeo, I love you.
look. Let's again.
This is
This isn't about me. The point I'm trying to make is that
At home attacks.
yeah, it's just
I mean, Myron was
incredible.
right. They are stupid.
Yeah, like you guys are not. You're missing the general concept. What I'm saying is that in general, the male experience, men have to go out there and talk to girls, and we get rejected a lot.
Facts.
You guys, on the other hand, don't get rejected almost ever. So for you have a very skewed perception of what it's like on the other side. Now, here's the thing. One of my controversial takes. I don't think women have empathy. I actually think you guys lack empathy, and I'll explain what I mean by this. Empathy is the ability to identify with someone's experience in their own shoes. Sympathy is being able to feel sorry for someone. I think you guys have sympathy, but you guys completely lack empathy. Like when I say things like, it's hard for men to get laid, or it's very difficult for men to get attraction from women, and you look at me like I'm crazy, like, that's not true. That means you lack empathy, because unlike women, right, men have to understand women. We have to know what you guys like. We have to be attractive. We have to be dominant. We have to plan a date. We have to have our apartment set up in a certain way. So when we bring you back, you want to have sex with us. You guys don't have to understand us to attract us, but we have to understand you to attract you. And if we don't understand you, you curve us, right? So we have to figure this out. It's do or die. But for you guys, like you said before, bragging, men come up to me. That doesn't happen to anybody. Only maybe the top 1% of men that are celebrities like a Justin Bieber or Chris Brown, women might come up to them. But that's because they built an enormous amount of status, an enormous amount of money, and they're at the top 1%. But most men rarely, if ever, get approached by women, even attractive guys.
That's very true, yeah.
I agree with you, though. I'm not disagreeing with you because I just said at the beginning about it's a man's job to court. So that means the guy usually
Yeah,
should
but I'm
be the
saying
one
my
to go
counter
up to
argument,
girls.
my counter argument to that is most women are not worthy of being courted
At all.
at
But
all,
how do you know until you talk with them?
because the majority of women are sluts, and I know this for a fact.
You can see
But
right away.
isn't that like a negative way to approach things? Like, how are you ever, if you already have that in your mind, then...
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say you went to school, right? Let's say you did become a doctor, right? You went to med school, you followed what your parents told you to do, and you busted your ass, and you went to med school, and you became you did your residency and everything, and by the time you get out of school, you're 35 years old, right? You're making $500,000 a year, you're an anesthesiologist, right? And you meet somebody, right? You meet, let's say, a nurse, right? And you're dating them and everything else like that, but then you find out like they have some personality traits that you don't like, and it kind of puts your profession at risk. Would you continue to see them?
Well, I think nurses are crazy.
It's a male nurse.
A male nurse?
I'm asking her.
I mean, there has to be more to this question. I that's not a simple, like, I need more information.
You
I
could
can't
lose your
really-
job.
Yeah. You guys, you spent all this
Dating.
time building up your status and your wealth and everything, and you're seeing this nurse, and he's like, "Hey, puts you in a weird spot. You could lose your license hanging out with this individual. He's doing drugs, partying all the time. Would you continue to see that individual?
Maybe not.
Why
Maybe
not?
Well, if they're jeopardizing, my stability, like my income, my job, and there's a possibility there that it's like a downfall by being with them, and it's going to be something negative in my life, then I wouldn't want to pursue that.
Understandable.
Good. That's exactly how men feel with women.
Well, I
Once
agree
guys
with
reach
you.
a certain level,
yeah, I agree with you.
If I bust my ass to get to a certain level, why am I going to subject myself to dealing with a woman that doesn't obey me? Why am I going to subject myself to a
obey,
woman?
that's a whole nother topic. I mean, I'm agreeing with you, but until the obey word comes, and it's
Just say comply. Compliant.
See, the fact that you guys are trying to police words is the problem here. This is why women should never be in positions of leadership or anything. You
obey
guys,
is like if
they're
you're like
so
a
stuck
dog
on
or
obey.
something.
They're so stuck on obey that it's like they
Because
can't even
it's
have a
like,
conversation. It's
obey,
like
like
obey,
that.
so brain burning.
What is
These
the
words
what is the
mean
better
different
word?
things.
What is the better word for
Comply.
you?
Comply.
Listen.
Listen.
Guide
Yeah.
and
Hear.
No,
Like,
because listen
listen.
implies
More
equality.
than listen.
See,
Yeah.
no. Listen implies equality.
Then
Like we
communicate.
look. I find it interesting how you guys want a guy who's taller than you, makes more money than you, has more status than you,
Ambitious.
smarter than you, charming, charismatic, but you want the nigga to treat you like an equal. That doesn't make sense.
But why does it have to be
happens all the
smarter?
time,
Like,
like,
why
what?
do you feel that men are just smarter than women?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying women prefer a man who's smarter than them.
Yeah,
Of course,
you
yeah.
pick
So they
them.
can learn.
Yeah, you want
can
to
mentor-
look up
mentor
to your
you.
man. Yeah, it's important to look
Yeah.
up to
So
your man.
if
I agree with
if I'm the
that.
mentor and I'm the mentee, are we equal?
No.
Yes, but in a different way, because they have different roles. The role for a woman is different than the role for a man.
Who's better on paper? Who's better?
On paper,
Yes.
Man.
both.
On paper, if he's smarter than
One
you,
has to be better than
stronger
the other.
Okay, you know what?
Like
Let's
a
make it better.
resume.
Let's make it
A
better. Let's
resume.
make it better. Hold on. How about this? Let's go back to that scenario. You're the anesthesiologist, and this nurse works underneath you.
Male.
He's telling you, this male nurse, he's telling you how to put the IV in. He's telling you what to do and how much anesthesia to put in the serum.
no, but
syringe.
that's not his job
Oh.
because he's not qualified in that.
Oh.
Right.
So, see where we're going here?
Got
Yeah,
your
but
ass.
this is like a job. Like this, this is not like a relationship. This is like a job. You know what I mean? Like a relationship is
job
not a
is to be
job.
alive.
That is
It's a
no
full-time
being
job.
it's not a job like your livelihood job.
Your job
You know
is being
what I
a
mean?
wife.
Like-
It can make or break you. Literally.
Look,
You
Look,
did.
again.
you're like
see, this is what I
twisting
mean.
like
See,
family life
this
with
is-
work life, and that's totally
No.
different.
This is-
Relationships
we're using
are not
it-
like a
it's
job.
an analogy. It's an
But it's
analogy.
not a right analogy. I don't agree
It's
with
completely analogous to the situation. It is because okay, the nurse is a subordinate to you as the anesthesiologist. You tell him what to do.
Right?
You're the boss.
Yes.
Same exact dynamic needs to be in a male and female relationship because the woman is looking for a leader. As a leader, you need to be able to dictate and tell your subordinate what to do.
A leader in certain things, the man is. But a woman has different knowledge for different things. Like maybe in the house, maybe they have other with kids and things like there's different things that a woman provides that makes her equal. Yeah, equal.
So you
but
think men and women are equal?
equal, but not in the same things. Like equal as far as respect goes. Like equal respect wise. Like maybe whatever she's good at, that's and whatever he's good at.
You know what else is something fascinating that I've learned from women after talking to almost 4,000 of you guys? You guys don't understand meritocracy and hierarchies whatsoever. Notice that? Like with women, like they don't, like everybody's equal and nobody's better than anybody and we're all kumbaya, everyone gets a trophy. Like you guys
Obviously,
don't
there's
understand like the
hierarchy,
concept of winners and losers. Like to you guys, everybody's a winner.
Okay, but gender doesn't define winners and losers. Like, that makes no sense.
Exactly. And
Oh my god.
Like, genders doesn't define winners and losers. Like,
That's not what I said.
but you're saying like women don't understand hierarchy. Like, you don't
They don't.
understand what winners and losers are. But then you're like applying that to the fact that men and women aren't equal.
Yes.
Exactly. So you're saying men, like, you're literally putting gender, like, that you don't do that.
No, what I'm saying is that women don't understand meritocracy and hierarchy.
okay, can I
But
just say
men
one
do.
thing though?
So,
Do
for
you
example,
believe
I said
that-
a second ago, I asked her, are men and women the same, right? Like, you get a guy that's better than you in every regard. He should be the leader, and she doesn't understand this concept. Then I had to give the anesthesia example where the nurse is the subordinate. She's like, yeah, he's not going to tell me what to do because I'm the doctor. Cool. Same thing with the man. She's not going to tell me what to do because I'm the man. I'm
that
the
has
one
nothing
that...
to do with this, the male or
Yeah,
female.
I'm so
That has to do with the education level. So the doctor has
Meritocracy.
more education.
Meritocracy.
Granny wants to
And-
leave. It's past the bedtime.
Granny wants to
She has
leave.
to go back to the nursing home.
Did she just walk out?
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
bored.
She's bored?
Yeah, she was getting triggered when I told her she was stupid.
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Sure.
So when you talk about relationships between men and women, I know I did take some psychology courses, and there's this thing called the principle of least interest in a relationship, and the dynamic between a man and a woman. The person who has the least interest in the relationship has the most control. It has nothing to do with education, has nothing to do with anything but the party. So that's why sometimes women will play hard to get because they want the control. So if you're in a relationship with a woman and she acts like she doesn't give a whatever about you, then she does have the most control. because she has the least interest.
She might be like, this guy's
And which relationship
girl
do you
that
think will
wanna-
last longer, when the woman has control or the man?
When the woman has control, happy man, happy wife, happy life. Something like
That is so cap, by the
But
way.
wait, wasn't there a saying
Wait,
behind every?
what do you think then? Who do you think has to have, since you study psychology, you understand this dynamic of whoever adores the other more has less power? Who needs to have the control?
Well,
from what you saw.
Well, neither. Really, the ideal thing is to have two people that are equally interested in each other, but it's hard to find the balance because usually there is one party that is more interested or more in love or likes
It's
the other
almost
person
impossible.
more.
Holy
But
shit,
the other
man.
thing that you
they really
said
don't
is-
understand this meritocracy and okay.
I've been in
let
lots of relationships,
Yeah,
I mean-
but clearly they didn't last. So you don't understand this
some of them
dynamic.
did last.
The only way it works. Okay,
How long
here's
has your
here's something.
relationship been? Like how long have you been? in a
This is not.
relationship?
And what does that have to do with
because
anything?
you're like going like.
If I say,
Oh,
do I have to
obviously
be?
they didn't
Do I have to be a
last long.
mathematician?
How long
look,
have yours
look,
lasted
I get
for
it
you
that
to
your
be
IQ is
speaking?
50, but let me explain something.
It's actually 135 things.
It's not. No, it's not fucking 135. Don't get the fuck out of here. It's not 135. No, fuck out of here, man. Like you think we're retarded over here? 135. Your IQ is probably 60 because you can't understand basic logically sound concepts. Like the person that cares less has the power in the relationship. It only
Exactly.
works when the man cares less. If the woman cares less, she's gonna move on to another guy.
At some point,
You
yeah.
just want to be misogynistic. Like that's it.
Can you define misogyny for me?
When you literally degrade women like
Misogyny.
for no fucking reason.
What is the definition of misogyny?
When you basically discrimination towards women, a man like when you think a man is
That's not
superior to
misogyny.
women. Quite literally,
You just
it is.
described sexism.
Okay, then it's sexism.
Okay, but sexism is good.
Sexism and misogyny go hand in hand.
Did you not just say? Were we not just having a discussion about courtship?
Okay, what does courtship have to do with sexism?
Courtship is, by definition, sexism. You're giving different
Not
treatment to
really.
someone based on their sex.
Yeah,
Okay,
you are.
I'm saying discriminating.
135 IQ, huh?
There's a difference between discriminating and
Talk the
different
fuck out.
treatment.
Fucking incredible.
Discrimination is derogatory,
Incredible.
actually.
You understand that the gender dynamics between a man and woman, where the man is being a gentleman and practicing chivalry, is in itself sexism.
Come on, you got
It's
it.
gender roles.
See, that is sexism.
Literally, no, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
Sexism is.
So what is it then?
Oh my god.
Gender roles is sexism? No.
Yes.
Bruh.
Okay.
I'm not even. Like,
Kind of
into
is.
this.
I just
I
want to
mean, you're
ask one
expecting
question. Don't they?
something
Have you heard this
because they're
saying
a
that
guy.
behind every successful man, there's a woman?
Woman.
Yeah.
Have you heard that ever, like in your life?
Hold on. You know what she does?
Yeah.
Obeys.
That's what it is. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what you guys think it is. Okay.
No, for sure it is.
So she's not like the
why would that
mastermind
guy-
guiding
She's
her man.
realistically, she's probably bitching him around, and
She's
he
not
got-
like she's
she
not the
doesn't.
got to that
mastermind
fucking
like
place because
guiding
of her.
him to
Hopefully-
do what he
hopefully she
needs
has
to
a brain
do.
of her
If that's
own
the
that
case,
she can
she
do
earned
things
her
without
privilege.
having to get permission or obeying, because otherwise you would just have a woman calling you all day saying, honey, is it okay if I do this? Is it okay if I do that?
Exactly.
Like, we raise your children. We have your children. We cook your food. We clean your houses. Some guys are so lazy they don't even know how to make up their bed when they get out of the... I mean, come on, don't act like we don't do anything.
And what is
I mean, I run around and pick up after my son and other relationships too. These guys, it's like they expect you to do
So
it.
what does it mean when
That's-
people
that's
say
the
behind
general,
every
but-
successful behind there's a woman? There's a woman. What,
It's
what
a
does that
bullshit
mean
lie to make
you?
women feel better for the fact that they're useless.
you don't
I mean,
believe
look,
that. Okay.
women don't build anything, okay? Like, it's very clear that you guys have had a lot of smoke blown up your asses by men, and you heard these lies about happy wife, happy life. Behind every successful man is a woman. No, man, women only want guys that are... Men are supposed to build. Women move in. That's just how it goes. Women don't want a guy that they have to build a man and all this other shit. Maybe they might do it when they're in their 20s, but as they get older and get more mature, you just want a guy to become pre-assembled. Like, just know what the fuck you're doing. Be accomplished. Be competent. Like, you're the man. Be the leader, right? You don't want a guy that you have to fucking build a man. If you do, that's cool. There's some girls that will do that, but most girls don't want to do that. Especially in 2025, where they can find a guy that has the shit together on Instagram. Why are they going to go in and sit there with your dumb monkey ass helping you get through a McDonald's job application when they could go find a guy that owns a McDonald's?
Yeah.
Hello.
You know? So it just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, with the sexism thing, women benefit from sexism. You benefit from sexism. You're able to finesse niggas for money all day because you're a female.
I'm not complaining about sexism. I'm saying there is a difference between chivalry
No, you're not
and
complaining.
sexism.
Chivalry is inherently sexism.
Okay,
It is the preferential
it
treatment.
technically is, but no, it's not, because sexism and misogyny go hand in hand because they're derogatory.
You don't even know the definition of misogyny. Misogyny is the hatred of women, okay? You couldn't even define that.
And I've been
then
saying
sexism.
it's literally being like derogatory and discriminating women, thinking men are superior. That's basically the same fucking shit as hating
Well,
women.
number one, that is true. Number two, it doesn't mean you hate women to acknowledge that you're superior to them. And then number three, sexism benefits women inherently. It does not benefit men at all.
I think you have to distinguish between actions and words. What you're saying is misogyny, but what you're doing by opening a door is a courtesy to a woman because it's like a gentlemanly thing to do. So
Yeah, and
you're
that's
not
like
opening the door
chivalry.
saying, "Oh, you're a weak bitch. I'll open a door because you don't have the strength to open it." That's misogyny.
What are you
but if you
saying?
just open the door for
Yeah.
a woman, that's just opening the door for a woman. I think you're reading into it too much.
I'm saying that is
simplify.
sexism, which is
And
what
by
she
the
was
way,
trying to
the
say.
earlier you said we want to have our cake and eat it too. Well, if you want a woman that's going to be loyal to you, but you want to go out and bang a bunch of 304s, then you want your cake and you want to eat it too.
Yeah, but the difference
you?
between me and you is I wasn't born with my cake. I had to earn my cake.
So I earned my cake too.
No, you didn't.
How'd you earn it?
You got it at 18 years old.
I
We
went
have
to
to earn our
school.
cake.
Went to school, got a job.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. Men
What
don't
does
care
being
about your
up to
status, your
18
money.
I
do
care
with
about
anything?
it.
Like, ever
Because
since,
that
like-
means I don't have to depend on
I've
men.
been,
that
I've
I
been
don't have
making
to
money. I've been
obey
making
men.
good
Hold on.
money since I was like 15.
It's
Okay,
nice to be free
all right,
and not
all
have
right.
to obey somebody. And
Here's the
depend
thing.
on them.
If
That's the
I
worst
took your
feeling.
brain and I put it into a guy, that man would live in poverty.
Probably.
Yeah. So the only reason you're able to monetize and do the things that you do is because you're a woman.
Okay, Anne. What does that? What?
That's the point.
That's the
Okay,
point.
no. I've
That's the
never.
point.
When I was making money at a young
by the way,
age,
that's sexism
had
that
nothing to
benefits
do
you.
with that had nothing to do with my age. I was literally reselling shoes when that shit was popular during quarantine. Like I literally used to have those illegal bots and shit on on sneakers app and shit, and I used to do it with my uncle. And I literally like that has not like you can have a job as a woman and it will not benefit you from your gender if it's in that type of field.
All right.
Like,
Well, you
only
don't
if
sell
you're on-
sneakers now. Now you sell buttholes. Look, the point I'm trying to
Actually,
make
no,
is
I don't like to show my butthole.
okay. Whatever.
It is flat, so.
Whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that chivalry and sexism.
Easy up, guys.
Sexism is tied to chivalry, and chivalry benefits women. You guys just complain about sexism when it doesn't benefit you, but I would argue sexism mostly benefits women. It doesn't benefit men. I can only think of maybe one example where sexism benefits us, and that's like if we sleep with a bunch of girls, we're considered cool. But everything else with sexism actually benefits women.
I guess.
I think they don't agree with you about what sexism actually is.
Because they don't know the definition.
Yeah.
I mean,
They've been arguing for words they don't even know the definition of. Another thing that women do, by the way, argue when they don't even know what they're arguing about.
Also,
Because you guys are
You're
so
so
triggered.
woke, King.
Well-
You're so woke.
she
You're
made
so
an
woke.
amazing
What?
point. So
What was the
so
point that she
woke.
made that was amazing?
this whatever she said was great. We can rewind it.
You can't even repeat
I
it.
can't repeat it word for word because
You
I don't
can't
want to. I
repeat
don't
it.
want to destroy it because I don't
She
know
said
word
something
for
so
word.
great, but I can't remember
And I don't
it.
want to say it because she said it perfect, and I might not repeat it that way. You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
incredible.
I said
I might-
the way
I
you
might-
Fucking
think.
incredible.
I don't
could've
want to
said
say it
2
because you said it so perfect.
That was incredible.
What if I mess up 1 or 2 words from that? I don't want to say it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know word for word
Give us,
what she
no,
said.
hold on. You know what? I'll give you one. Give us a summary of it, real quick.
You know what? Look,
Man, listen, you need to obey.
Yeah.